Well, good morning and welcome to the US Open 2021. We're here at the Central Broad Regional Park. Not so good news, as you can see out there. It's raining. You can look at it in two ways. One, that it's a blessing, and we tend to want to look at positive things, and I think the good Lord has decided to bless us this morning just before the start of the tournament. We just had the official opening, as you would have seen downstairs. And pretty soon, hopefully, we will have some action. With me is Sasha Craze, and Sasha is coming all the way from England. And please don't say it. She did not bring English weather to sunny Florida. Good morning, Sasha. How are you?
Good morning. I'm very well, thank you. How are you?
I'm good. And, of course, we're just waiting to see what will happen. Number of matches planned for today, 3 actually. And we're waiting to see when we can have a start. As I said before, the official opening just ended, and at 9:30 a.m., which we would have passed, that is when we were supposed to have the first match starting. That's SAMP Army against the TITANS Cricket Club. They're all here. So I think, Sasha, from my experience and given the fact that this ground drains pretty quickly and drains well, we may have some action, I think, within the hour.
The blue skies are definitely around, so we can only stay positive.
Yep, just to quickly run through the action plan for today. It's the SAMP Army from North Carolina against Titans Cricket Club, and that match will be followed with a clash between NDCC and Brampton Pacers. And then we close off things for today with Clarion County coming up against the Florida Scorpions. We'll be here for the next week, where we will continue to bring you all the great cricket action. As you can see there, the SAMP Army against Titans Cricket Club. And that is a clash you don't want to miss. The captain of SAMP Army being Monank Patel. He is the captain of the United States team. So, Sasha, you would have seen the list. You would have seen the players taking part in this tournament. Some pretty good names.
There's some big names here. It's exciting to see players from all over the world. To sort of bring more cricket to the US. Obviously, the World Cup's going to be here in 2024. So, it's exciting to get people playing more cricket over here, and hopefully, like you said earlier, if the rain goes away, we'll be able to get started soon.
Yeah, we should be able to get started soon. I'm looking out there. What is worrying, though, is to the right of us, which is to the east. There isn't any of the blue skies that Sasha is speaking about. Her blue skies is on the left, and that is on the western side. But the wind is starting to pick up. If I'm looking at the western side of the ground, once the wind picks up, the clouds can quickly blow away. What I'm seeing, though, it's pretty high. And once it's high, it's going to keep away. So we wait to see. There will be some mopping up action that has to take place because, as you can see out there, waters are on the covers. And as soon as that happens and that gets out of the way, I think we will be able to start some cricket pretty soon. The outfield looks in impeccable condition. I think Sasha Craze was very, very impressed with his venue. Your thoughts, Sash?
Yeah, I mean, it's a gorgeous venue. Coming from London, where it's been cold, wet and dark, it's lovely to see some palm trees and hopefully some sun soon. It does look like it might break through at some point. But yeah, I mean, as the only ICC ground in the US, you can definitely see why they've picked this one.
Yeah, definitely. And, coming all the way from London, Sasha will be with us for the entire week, doing interviews and being one of our commentators on the roster. What we're going to do is take a short break. We will be right back as we continue the action here at the Central Broad Regional Park. There are some interviews coming up, and of course, I think one of the first ones will be with the manager of the Trinbago Knight Riders. Do you know the TKR?
I've heard of them. I don't know a huge amount about them, but
They are the champion team. They are one of the best teams in the CPL. They've won the title on 4 occasions, and the manager is standing right behind you. No, not Roddy Lalman. He's our technical guru, but his fellow Trinidadian Colin Board is going to come a calling pretty soon. So we take a short break. When we come back, we continue the action here at the Central BROWARD Regional Park.
Test us.
Just turned it on. I know. I saw you do it. I saw you do it.
Good morning and welcome. Well, good morning. As we continue our interviews here, the action was really supposed to be on the field, but it's off the field at the moment because, as I said before, the good Lord has decided to bless us before the start of the tournament. I think Commissioner Lawrence this morning in his normal early morning prayer would have asked the good Lord to bless us. Good morning, Lawrence. How are you?
I'm great, sir. How you doing? And we're working on the weather right now. This is the Sunshine State, and I guarantee you in the next 20 or 30 minutes, everything will clear up and we're going to have smooth sailings.
Well, I'll take your word for it because it's actually starting to happen. So, the commissioner is also now what we call in the Caribbean a seaman. He sees into the future. But you must be happy with what you're seeing here this morning.
This is it's overwhelming to see this many teams represented in this U.S. Open, and I'm just excited to get the games going. I'm glad it's here in the city of Lauderhill, and y'all have our full support, and we're going to make sure cricket makes its statement. As we know, it's an international sport that's played around the world, and we're just glad to have it here in our city and to be able to represent this wonderful stadium we have. And if you're out there, you can get out. We want you to come out and enjoy some of the games that'll be up, and just have a good time.
Well, I know that you are a big supporter. You were just here for the Legends tournament. That was about 6 weeks ago. You're back here, again, lending your support. Cricket, of course, looking to take off in America. The World Cup is coming your way in 2024. So that brings added importance to tournaments like this.
Correct, and we're crossing our fingers, hoping that we get a big chunk of that World Cup action when it happens. And again, we want people to come out, experience cricket. It's not something that's germane to a lot of people in this country, particularly in this area, but it's a growing sport, and we want to expose as many of our residents to the opportunity to come out and see what it's all about. So I'm inviting my friends and family and everybody, just come on out, take a look at the games, understand what's going on. It's a fun thing. My background, my family's from the Bahamas. Cricket's over there a little bit. It's more, but it's growing. So we want to just be a part of what's happening with this wonderful sport.
Well, at the moment, cricket is looking for that foothold in America. It has been led by the West Indian diaspora, the Pakistani and Indian diaspora as well. But as the commissioner is saying, it's now taking hold here amongst the locals. How difficult a task it is for this sport to really break in, to become mainstream here?
Well, I think the biggest thing is just getting people exposed to it. Everybody likes a good outdoor event. It's the kind of place you can come with your family and friends and have a good time and just watch pure athletes do what they do. So I think it's a matter of just getting the information out, sharing it with the people, the locals, and letting them get out here and see how the sport's played and understand the game. Like I say, I'm a very competitive person, so anything, checkers, dominoes, shooting marbles, I want to be the one on top. So Most people have that competitive spirit in them. We have a lot of athletes in our city, and I'm really excited about trying to get our kids involved in the sport. So start them young so they grow up to know what's going on. So we look to expose it real tremendously across the city of Lauderdale.
Well, that's excellent. That's really good news, and it's good that the commissioner is thinking along those lines because if you want anything to grow, you want the sport to grow, you have to grow it from the grassroots level. Commissioner, I want to thank you for being on MAQ TV, and I want to pose a challenge to you. You're a competitive guy. We're going to set up a cricket match, and we're going to get you involved in cricket.
As long as I ain't got to run too far, we're good. My running days are almost over, but I'll play on.
Well, you've heard it there from Commissioner Lawrence. Great guy and also a great supporter of cricket. Stay tuned as we await action out in the middle. We will keep you company with a number of interviews. Next up is the captain of the U.S. All-Stars, Muhammad Ali Khan. Thank you. All the best. I think about 10:30. The drainage here is fantastic.
Yeah, oh yeah. They put everything in place. It dries up pretty quick.
So I'm here with Sean, and we're talking about the 2021 US Cricket Open. So Sean, what are your expectations for this tournament?
Well, every year this tournament, the competition rises. This year having 10 teams and that too with, 10 to 12 international players on every team. It's going to be a tough competition, but, the facilities here are great, so it's always good cricket. And I think it's just a matter of how the guys gel together. It's always tough when you get into the later half of the tournament, and a bit of luck plays into role at that aspect. But just you go out there. All the guys are talented here. Every team's strong, so it's just about going out there, having fun, and playing the best cricket you can on the day.
And are you happy with the squad that you've got going on this year?
Yeah, definitely. I know a lot of the guys from CPL, and having Ali Khan lead the team, he brings a bit of aggression to the side, so that's going to be good fun. And just getting out there, learning a bit from these guys. All of them are quite experienced. They've been around the circuit for years. And having guys like Simmons, who just came off the World Cup, so I'm going to use it to the best of my ability to learn as well, and improve my cricket overall. But yeah, it'll be fun to just get out there with the guys and play the best we can.
Yeah, of course. So your first game is tomorrow. I'm hoping the weather is going to improve by then. If you win the toss, what do you reckon you will be doing first?
You know, I've been playing on this wicket for 14 years now. I think it's a good batting track. If you can bat first, that's always my preference. Get out there, get some early runs, put on a big total. It's usually a 160, 170 pitch, so a little rain today. We'll have to see how it's playing, how it dries up for tomorrow. Unfortunately, like it wasn't supposed to rain all week, but some rain showed up today, so hopefully it stays dry the rest of the week and that weather doesn't change.
Yeah, I will apologise for that. That's probably my fault bringing the rain from London, so sorry everyone for that. But anyway, yeah, good luck for the tournament, and we hope you all, do really well.
Thank you. Have a good day.
Hi, I'm with Ali Khan, who is in the tournament, Open Cricket Tournament. So I'm going to talk to him. Hi, how are you?
Hi, I'm good, thank you.
So are you excited about today's game?
Yeah, very excited for this tournament. It's starting today. Our first game is tomorrow, so the boys are very excited and very happy to be here.
So you're the captain. What are your plans for your team and for yourself?
We have a lot of good players this year, a new set of players, so we will have a team meeting later on and discuss some plans and go out and execute them tomorrow.
Okay, so you're playing today or are you playing any other day?
Our first game is tomorrow afternoon, and we would like to ask people to support and watch us at live at MAQTV.com. So yeah, really looking forward to it.
Okay, good luck then. Thank you.
Thank you.
To fair chance to the players to see that country not taking care of them. We will hear for international scales investor, give them opportunity for the charity way, you can look at it, and sponsor way. So we doing the program start in Pakistan. Then a program is built. All international investor can be invest the money in there, and that money will be good cause for the players. Give them opportunity, player hunting. So same thing next event we starting. We will invest money on Hafizabad. A lot of them Pakistani foreigners and Americans, and also many other nation. They invest the money who love the cricket and who like to see more international top players come out. So they have wonderful cricket they've been watching year around. Same opportunity we offer them. Caribbean MCL going to be launched in MCL. So all international investor can invest the money in Caribbean, India, and the next step, India also MCL, and UK and MCLs, and Canada definitely will be MCL. We're going to play Major Cricket League because they have a lot of talents there and have not got opportunity. So that's the program is worldwide programs for MCL Major Cricket League.
Hi, this is Rehma Sleem, host of US Open Cricket. Please watch me live on MAQ TV from December 6 to December 13.
We're staying with cricket news, and young female administrator Samantha Qureshi in the United States was recently rewarded for her excellent work in developing cricket in that part of the world. The young Qureshi, a champion show jumper, was able to walk away with a recognition award from the Hall of Fame. Now, she's the chief accountant at Cricket Council USA, and her work was really recognized. Let's hear what she has to say.
I actually was surprised by getting this today. No one told me. So it was a pleasant surprise. Thank you, everyone who recognized me tonight. I do a lot of work with Cricket Council. I'm the CFO. I have my hand in a lot of different aspects of tournaments that we do and other aspects, like we do fundraising, and we have our youth programs, and I do a lot with all of that as far as organization and other things. So it's just really nice to be recognized tonight, and I appreciate it. Thank you, guys.
Well, thanks a lot. We want to continue to encourage Samantha in doing her work. From the West Indies, we want to wish her all the best as well.
Hi, I'm Sasha Crace, and I'm going to be working on the MAQ TV media crew for the upcoming US T20 Cricket Open.
To play the game of cricket on the shores of New England, which posed a problem. The sand and water would not allow the players to hit at 180 degrees or bounce the ball on the ground. This caused the players to revise the game. The bowler would pitch the ball in the air and the batter would hit it in a diamond shape. As a result, the game of rounders evolved, eventually becoming America's favorite game, baseball. The first ever cricket test match was played in 1844 between the United States .
If you forgot my son's name, you can just
Akshay.
Akshar.
Akshay, okay. No, I know the Indians' names. I'm used to it. So you're playing, your son is also playing in this SAMP
in
army?
SAMP army, yeah.
SAMP army.
SAMP army.
Names are really difficult to pronounce.
Yeah, SAMP army.
Yeah.
Upstairs is saying when you
talking, hold the mic closer, and when you give it to Ritesh, hold it closer there.
Okay. 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 So the first one I took, it was good. It was fine with the voice. Okay. Okay. Yeah, it is on. Hi, I am with the Ritesh Patel, who is the owner of the SAMP Army. So I'm gonna ask him, how are you?
I'm doing good. Thank you so much.
And what are your plans for today's game? Are you the owner? So what do you expect from your team?
Basically, every time the expectation is a winning, but it's a part of game. So we'll see. We'll play hard as much as possible and best as much as possible. We're here to give a best cricket and take a best cricket and learn as much as possible. So that's the plan.
And are you excited to see your son? He's also playing in SAMP Army. His name is Akshay, right?
Yes.
So are you excited to see him?
Oh, absolutely, absolutely. That's what I've been waiting for, and he's been working hard. So sure, we really working hard for him, and he's been doing the same thing. So we're really excited to have him playing as well.
So what are your expectations from him?
Uh, Basically, as I mentioned earlier, it's a part of cricket. Expectation is as high as he can go in a cricket. That's the expectation. But once again, I don't want to give him any pressure or anything. I just want him to get going and enjoy the game. That's a very important part. So he's doing it, and we want to have him that next level.
Well, that's good, and good luck to you both. Thank you.
Well, just to bring you an update as to what's going on here this morning, we've had rain on the day one, and with me is the big boss of the umpires, Danny Khan, and Danny's going to bring us up to date with what's happening. What's happening out there, Danny?
All right, we lose an hour and 15 minutes, so we're looking at to start at 10:45, and it will be a 12-over game.
Well, it's going to be a 12-over game, which means that you're going to have a lot of action out there, just 12 overs. So we're going to let Danny run. And that's the latest here at Central BROWARD Regional Park. Remember, the first game is against SAMP Army against Titans. It has been reduced to a 12-over affair.
Thank you.
Good. Thanks, buddy. You have your point, eh? Call me when you're ready. Yeah, let me test the audio now. On. So, testing 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3. We hear the toss. Okay. Yeah.
How's it going?
Yeah, man. Good brother. Good man. This guy is not helping you.
I'm not helping. It's all on my body walking forward. All right.
Right. So, when we start to do the toss, I'll have to do like this. Facing that camera. So, that and I'm going to zoom into me here. But what you can do, you can stand there, and you can do your social from there. There's a clip of the toss, and you post it up. Huh? The toss. We're not gonna start at probably next 10 minutes. We will start.
Okay, so when they start, then you want.
It will just be. It might be a little hassling for you because it's first day and understanding the rules and all that. But from this evening, yeah, you'll be good.
Continue then at.
You'll be good.
They're gonna do in 10 minutes. Just go grab water.
Yeah, I'm coming. Yeah. Yeah, yeah. There's no problem. Mark running, coming. Yeah, I can't do it out the matter. Next time, sir. I'm good. If you don't want Monarch to stand here with his spike, let him stand next to you.
Yeah, as long as you do like this.
On the side there. Nice. Once the camera can pick him up. Guys, don't come in at all, eh? Stay in far. When I'm coming to. Stand next to who can
Anyone of them. It's the first game. Who won? You won? Alright, there you go. Volunteer.
You hold the coin and when I say they pass it to him, then pass it to him. Calling you all the time.
No, my phone is there. She have it.
Go in middle, man. Rima, you stand there, right? Guys, no one crossing, eh? Remember, there is the camera there. Well, the culmination of a year's work, 2 decades of a vision, is what we're seeing here this morning. This is the start of the 13th US Open, and it promises to be the biggest and best ever. We are here at the toss, and the Titans, they will be coming up. They will be coming up against the SAMP Army. Of course, a SAMP Army, a team that took part here last year and didn't really reach to where they wanted. Monang Patel, the USA captain, is on board, and he will definitely be looking to take his team all the way. From the left is Monang Patel. Next to him is Sri. Then our umpires coordinator, Danny Khan. We have Mohammed Qureshi, the man with the vision, MAQ. Next to him is the umpire, Sofian Kamar, the president of Cricket Council USA. And the next president of Cricket Council USA, Sahil, is here as well. So, Danny is going to put the coin on to Monang. Tails is a call. And heads. So, Monang, you have started well, you have won the toss. What are you going to do?
We like to bowl first.
What's the thinking behind that?
The wicket looks a bit sticky, and we would like to take the advantage of first 1 hour, and we would like to chase it on.
You've been in good form, scoring a lot of runs in the United States. I'm sure you're looking to continue that here.
Yeah, definitely. It's a good tournament to score runs and get some confidence, and we are looking forward to this tournament.
Well, you have a number of stars on your team. I see Raheem Cornwall. He carries a lot of weight on your team.
Yeah, definitely. We have a really strong squad. We have 16 members of squads, and all of them are experienced, and we are really excited.
We want to wish you all the best.
Thank you.
Sri, if we could just have a quick word with you. You lost the toss. I think you're hoping that's a lot.
I mean, Stewart, Nikhil Datta, Gajanan Singh coming off in good form. So it'll be a good contest for sure.
Well, let's hope that your team perform just the way you want them to.
That's what we expect. Thank you so much.
So that's the news down here at the moment. We've seen the SAMP Army against the Titans. SAMP Army, they have won the toss. They've decided to bowl first. Before we go, though, I have with me the president of Cricket Council USA, Sofian Kamar. And if Sofian can just give us a word or two.
Yeah, so I'd like to congratulate all the teams that made it here. And, you know, we've had a rough start, but the rest of the week looks good. So hopefully we won't have any rain and no more interruptions. And I'd just like to wish good luck to all the teams.
I want to thank you for being with us this morning. I think your teacher is looking for you at the university.
Always.
And, of course, the chairman can't run away. He's here, MAQ Qureshi. MAQ, if you can just join me for a quick word. This morning, rain came, but that was blessings from God.
Yes, first of all, congratulations to all of the teams who's participating, 10 teams. And there was a beautiful weather back again. And rain always a blessing for us. So we are always appreciate. God bless us, America. God bless our U.S. Open. So rain will not stopping, and basically we're gonna see the wonderful cricket on the week. Let's watch the MAQTV.com and share all your thought and all your vision and all send back to the message on Facebook. So we look forward to it, to your comments. Thank you.
Well, you've heard it there from the chairman of Cricket Council, Mohammed Qureshi. So the news is SAMP Army, they've won the toss and they've decided to bowl first.
US Open. It's always a pleasure being here at Broward County. Two evenly teams, so we are just hoping to. We got sent into bat. The wicket looks decent wicket, so hopefully we can get some runs on the board for bowlers to defend later on.
So what are your goals? Did you set any goals, and what did you expect from your team as well?
We have assembled a really nice mix of youth and experience. Guys who have played at this tournament for 10 years and stuff like that, and we have some youngsters coming through. So it's all about giving opportunity to players. You can't ask for a better setting than this here, playing cricket in the US. So we haven't set any goals per se. We've obviously gonna assess like as the game goes by, bearing the weather in mind and stuff like that. But we definitely looking to put on a decent total on the board because we have a very good batting lineup, a lot of depth, a lot of skill, and hopefully we can do that and our bowlers get some momentum.
Okay, then thank you. Good luck.
Thank you.
Well, good morning again, and we are here for the opening game, and the good Lord has decided to keep the rain away, and it's the Titans. They're going to take first strike against SAMP Army. SAMP Army winning the toss, and I think their captain Monank Patel did the right thing by asking Titans to take first strike. You know, it's the opening day of the tournament. You're not sure how the pitch is going to play. The weather has been wrong, so it could be slow in the early stages. It could get a little quicker as the day goes by and it dries under the beautiful sunshine from Florida. Speaking about sunshine, let me welcome my fellow commentator who's coming from a very sunny London, and that's Sasha Grace. Good morning again, Sasha.
Good morning, everyone.
Of course, the weather earlier on today mirrored that in good old England.
Yes, it was rather too similar to home for my liking, coming all the way out here, ready for the sun. But luckily, as you said, the sun is now out and it looks like we're about to get started.
Yeah, so SAMP Army looking to make an impression in this year's tournament. And a good delivery to start with, just on and around fourth stump, shaping away slightly into the gloves of the wicketkeeper. So, good delivery to start with. Monank Patel, the USA captain, is the captain of the SAMP Army team. You can see him out there, number 10 on his back. It's a lovely shot through the offside. That is going to go into the boundary for 4. Over-pitched delivery, and I thought that the bowler on that occasion got a bit excited with the first delivery that shaped away. He decided to pitch it up again, looking for that outside swing. It didn't happen, and it's crashed away beautifully into the boundary for 4. A lovely shot.
Lovely shot, and a good way to get off the mark on the first day here at the US Cricket Open. Will be interesting to see how the outfield plays, having all the rain earlier today, but that one whizzed to the boundary with no issues there.
So the Titans, they're 4 without loss. Sammy charges down the track over the infield. This one is going to drop and just trickle into the boundary again for 4 at wide, long off. So the charge is on. It's a 15 over game affair. So I think they're going to go early. Of course, we're in the power play. They're going to maximize that.
Looks like the bowler is now coming over the wicket.
So he's going to just change the angle a bit. Now this one comes in, he works it away behind square. That one coming in sharply. So he's getting the ball to do a bit. It's good conditions to swing it as well. Scores 9 without loss. Lovely conditions here at the moment for cricket. The ball is going to swing. It's a bit windy now. And for the left-hander, he goes back to over the wicket. We're in the power play, so just 4 overs will constitute the power play, seeing that it's now a reduced affair.
Looks like SAMP Army have just brought in a slip.
Big Rakeem Cornwall from the West Indies just came from Sri Lanka. That's a delivery that swings away, but it was too short to trouble the batsman. Rakeem Cornwall just represented the West Indies in Sri Lanka. The West Indies, of course, losing that Test series 2-zip at the Galle Cricket Ground. So just one delivery to go in over number 1. The score is 9 without loss. It's a lovely drive through the offside. He just waited on that one to come on to him. And he is going to get 2. Lovely bit of fielding there by Corny Dry. And that's the end of the first over, 11 without loss. So the Titans being sent into bat. Good start at the end of the first over, 11 without loss. It's a short, and there was the batsman, a no-nonsense man. He was through the shot before the ball came on to him, though. And he may just want to take a ball or two to adjust the pitch conditions. The SAMP Army, Sasha, they've come with all their paraphernalia, all their regalia. You just look down to the front of us.
Yeah, there are flags everywhere.
Yeah.
It's definitely not one you can miss, sitting up here in the comms box.
I think they've definitely come here to make a statement. Can they make one on the field of play, though? That is where it matters. Down the leg side, that's going to be called a wide. Have you enjoyed your stay thus far in Uncle Sam's land?
It's been great so far. Looking to get a little bit more sun and see lots more cricket. But for a first-time visit, it's definitely been great. Yeah, can't complain. Much nicer than wet London at the moment.
I'm sure that you enjoyed your journey to the venue this morning with young Jeremy out of South Africa. He's a guy who doesn't like to speak at all.
Yes, he definitely doesn't mince his words. It was lovely to meet everyone, especially Jeremy.
This time he's striking this in the air, and it goes all the way.
That has
Is
gone miles.
that the first 6? Yes. It was an awkward shot. It was a funny shot. He got tennis ball bounce, and he just got underneath that and sent it skywards. But the strength of the man, that had nothing to do with timing. That was all brute force. Took it over the boundary at long off for 6. So that's the first 6 at US Open 2021. And I'm sure we're going to see a lot more, Sash.
Looking forward to it. No, that one definitely didn't come straight out of the middle, but he's got the 6 that he was looking for. He's definitely swinging. So hopefully we'll see a few more this over.
18 without loss. This is over number 2 in progress. This time he's out caught. He followed that delivery. It was pitched about a fifth stump outside the off stump. He was drawn into the shot. Looking at it initially there, Sasha, it seems as if he was in two minds.
Yeah, I think he wasn't sure where that was going, to be honest, and he looks annoyed at himself for playing at it when he didn't necessarily need to. But that is the first wicket of the tournament, and the Titans are 18 for 1 after 1.3 overs.
I'll say good morning to Ivor Henry, one of our commentators, and coming all the way from St. Kitts this morning. He's here. So that's the first wicket. The Titans losing their first wicket and leaving the arena. Was it Jahangir? The score is 18 for 1, but Keon Otley is in there at the moment. Otley plays for Trinidad and Tobago. He's a no-nonsense batsman, the left-hander. If he gets going here, the going could get tough for the SAMP Army. So they will want to get that breakthrough again. They'll want to keep taking wickets. Nevin Stewart is on the Titans side, and he is another player who can really dispatch them. 38 West Indians taking part in this tournament amongst the 10 teams.
Yeah, it's a great turnout from the West Indies. It's lovely to see so many coming over here. Not a long flight, but good to have them representing the West Indies over here in America.
Well, we just had Ivor Henry, who came from St. Kitts, so it's not very far. As I said before, 38 West Indians taking part in the tournament and 81 in the commentary box, including Sasha Grace, who has adopted Tobago as her homeland. This time there's a bit of a mix-up. Could he get back on? And he...
Looks like the ball's hit the
Yep.
batsman running back.
I don't think he would mind that, because he actually got in the way of the ball.
Yeah, definitely
going.
better than hitting the stumps.
You would feel that the effects of that probably a little later on today. So it's 18 for 1. This is over number 2. Jahangir is on strike. Keon Otley is on 2 of 2 deliveries, and he's still nursing that blow. Sammy drive through the offside. Runs here for him. It's going to go over point and pull back just short of the boundary. So he got it in the arc, and anything close to him, it seems as if Jahangir is going to go after it.
Yeah, quick running between the wickets with these two batsmen as well, making sure they managed to get 2 off of that shot.
Well, it's starting to clear up even further to the right of us, which is where the rain comes from. So that is good news. I think young Jeremy checked the weather forecast, and he told us that around noon there should be some moisture. This is played away, a beautiful shot, just using the pace of the ball down to a wide third man into the boundary for 4. He waited and he allowed that one to come on to him. That was an excellent shot. It's the end of the over, and the end of over number 2. The latest score here at the Central Broward Regional Park. Titans sent into bat by SAMP Army. They're 24 for 1. You would have seen that, Sasha, from the very first over.
Mm-hmm.
He's bowling to Otley. This one is coming back into Otley a bit. forcing it back along the track. So this morning, because of all the rain about the opening ceremonies, it was held indoors. Nevertheless, it was really good. It was good to see the young scouts out. This one a bit too straight. Or at least able to get off strike. With all the weather around, one would have thought that the pitch would have been a bit slower. Hasn't played badly at all. So it's 25 for 1. I want to say good morning to Tony. Wow. I want to say good morning to my friend Tony, who is here. Last time I saw Tony, he was taking me, would you believe, Sasha, into backstage with the Jackson 5.
No way.
In their RV.
He sounds like a man you need to keep close.
He's a good guy. 26 for 1 at the moment, Titans. And he has brought along with him today a heavyweight boxer. 7 feet, 300 pounds.
He's not going to be playing the cricket, is he?
No. You're looking intimidated, Sasha. Again, too straight. Otley forces it to short mid-wicket. So Netravalka has found his range, a much better second over. Remember, he went for 11 in his first. He's going to see the just 2 runs of his 4 deliveries in this over. That's a good comeback.
Yeah, definitely. He's definitely getting more into the swing of things. Pardon the pun.
This one horizontal Otley gets onto the back foot. But again, a good calling there from Jahangir. He saw the opportunity to get a run and he was able to get one on the offside. So 1 delivery to go in the over. Would you consider this a good start by Titans?
Yeah, I would say so. They're looking to score quickly, but it's important to get the runs in the power play to start with, while they have all the men up in the inner circle. So they need to just keep going for it and see what we can finish off after the power play.
Oh, that's a good delivery again. A slower delivery. I think that one was like a left-arm orthodox spinner. A slow delivery, and it just gripped, turned away, and Jahangir is indicating exactly that there to Otley. It's the end of over number 3, the latest score at the Central Broward Regional Park. Titans batting first against SAMP Army in the first match of the US Open 2021. They're 27 for 1. So we're back here, just a mini partnership of 9 after losing the first wicket. It's going to be Otley. It's Harmeet Singh. That's a good delivery, that one, again, spinning into Otley. Not really getting up in terms of the bounce that Otley was expecting. Again, he's out stump, is he? Yes, he is. Drawn down the track. Otley, he left home too early. And that delivery spun way past him. It was signaled a wide. And you could get stumped, Sasha, off a wide. And that is exactly what happened there. He left home too early. Harmeet Singh saw him coming down the track. He pushed it down the leg side. It still turned further away down the leg side. But a lovely bit of wicket keeping there from the keeper. Well, Sasha is looking absolutely scared. She's looking at our good friend Mark, who is a bit on the tall side, is he?
Slightly taller than myself, must be said. Only a small bit, though.
But Tony said 300 pounds. I'm not seeing that. Is it all muscle? So Mark is a heavyweight boxer. We should get in a word with him pretty soon. Good to see Tony after all this time, bringing him around.
I'm sure we could get him on to do an over or two out in the middle.
Yeah, I'm sure.
He's definitely got the height for it.
Yeah. So it's 28 for 2. This is the 4th over. A good breakthrough there, Sasha, by Harmeet Singh.
Definitely. It's important for SAMP Army to get early wickets to keep applying pressure to the batsman, especially during these early overs.
I'm going to let Sasha pronounce the name of the new batsman.
Right. Well, that's extremely harsh, but I will give it a go. We've got Aditya Varadaharajan.
Oh, that's an excellent attempt. In fact, it's actually perfect. So you'll continue to say that name, and I'll continue to say Keon Otley. In fact, Otley is on his way. He's out. We have Shehan Jahangir, who's on 7, and Aditya Varadarajan is on 1.
Another good attempt there.
These guys, they always test you in the comment box with some of these names. I'm going to call him V. So it's going to be Harmeet Singh. So Titans are 30 for 2. It's going to be Harmeet Singh to continue. And after over number 5, you'll be hearing the voice of Ivor Henry. This is whipped away on the onside. One more. So Aditya V is on 2. That's Sasha's good friend. The last wicket, of course, that of Keon Otley. He was out-stumped off a wide. And good first over by Harmeet Singh, 1 for 4. So just looking to pull it back, and as Sasha said early on, and she was quite right in saying that, one way to pull it back is to take wickets, and that is exactly what they're doing, Sasha.
Exactly that. Looks like we've got a new bowler on this end.
Well, it's going to be Saurabh Netravalkar to continue. Can't be. He's a fast bowler.
I was going to say.
This time, there's an appeal for stumping. Umpire remains unmoved. So on that occasion, that delivery was tossed up outside the off stump, and Aditya, his eyes would have lit up. Like Jeremy's eyes last night when he got a quarter pounder from McDonald's. Only on this occasion he missed. Oh, that's a generous turn there, Sash.
Yeah, the pitch looks like it's gripping quite a lot. Bit sticky probably from the rain. So it's probably going to be quite tough for these batsmen against the spin.
Yep, taking the piece off. Once the piece is taken off the ball, it's going to be difficult to get it off the square. Again, a lovely bit of work. He's out-stumped. Excellent work again by the wicketkeeper on that occasion. And the third wicket has fallen. 31 for 3.
Yeah, that was a lovely bit of work from the keeper again. Not missing any opportunity that comes his way.
That delivery tossed up nicely. And as you've been saying, it's gripping. And that delivery turning away from the left-hander. He was looking to drive down the ground. He would have been better served looking to play it through the offside, as he could have compensated for that turn. He didn't. And once you miss, it's all good night with that wicketkeeper on board. And he was able to send him packing. 31 for 3. And all of a sudden, the game is now shifting towards the SAMP Army. I think Captain Monang Patel may well want to employ the services of big Jimbo Rakeem Cornwall, who's an off-spinner, very tall off-spinner at that. He darts the ball normally right up into the block hole. But just for the moment, Dean Pete, a former South African player, he will continue. A new batsman is Wijeratna. It's no guess to say that he's a captain. Sridat Wijeratna. And it's an easy guess that he has Sri Lankan heritage. It's gotten a bit cloudy now.
A little bit more overcast.
Sasha is saying that this is lovely weather for cricket in England.
This is the kind of weather that Jimmy Anderson wishes for every day.
Jimmy Anderson never stops, doesn't he? Oh, lovely bit of fielding by the big man. Jimbo diving to his left there. And what's the big fuss all about? I'm before the end of the tournament, I'm going to line up a boxing match with Mark and Big Jimbo. And let's see. This time it's a slog sweep. It takes the bottom edge of the bat. And if Rakeem Cornwall comes up against Mark, where's your money?
You know what? It would be a really close call. I would say Cornwall's definitely got the size on him, but maybe not the skill of boxing. But yeah, it would be an interesting one to watch, I have to say.
Well, my money's in the bank. again, this one takes the bottom edge. So what he's going to do is he's going to look to sweep his way out of problems. When the ball is gripping and on a slow track like this, one of the methods that batsmen would normally use is to get outside the line of the off stump and look to sweep you from now until eternity. So 5 overs gone. The score is 32 for the loss of 3 wickets. I'm going to ask Ivor Henry now to come in for a spell with Sasha, sorry.
Morning, Vinod. Morning, Sasha. Good morning, listeners, and welcome again to the US Open. Another one, number 13. Good morning. And your name is going to be easy to remember. I have a daughter by that name, Sasha. Perfect. Well, we're on the cloudy skies here in this beautiful city of Lauderhill, in this ICC-approved venue. The first match of the day. We had rain prevented the opening ceremony outdoors, but nonetheless, it was being realized. This one is played outside the off stump, and another chance for a run. There's a dot that goes into the scorer's book. The wicketkeeper has been very, very busy this morning. He's been involved in all 3 dismissals.
He has, yeah, no, he's been brilliant this morning.
This one again is outside the off stump. Yes, quick hands as his stumps are lit up. So 2 dots on the trot.
Not sure if we've seen the stumps light up on the other run-outs.
Yes, they're all with the lights, but it comes in left arm round and it bowls, and this time back along the trot. A hat trick of dots.
Well, you couldn't ask for more from this bowler. He's 1 for 4 off 1.3.
Yes, he's tightening the grip here. The SAMP Army, they're marching on in terms of keeping. There's a lovely shot, but there's coverage in the cover sweeper positions, and they scamper through for a single. 32 for 3, and like we said, all 3 wickets. Wicketkeeper has been involved in all 3 dismissals. This time he's stroking this one nicely out to the offside. We have coverage in the long off area. The ambles through for a single, 34 for 3. And he's bowled him and knocked him over. Middle stump knocked out. So for all the work that he would have putting in the first 3 deliveries, with 2 singles coming after, there goes timber.
And that's what happens when you apply the pressure. The batsmen are trying to play the ball too much, and he's just missed it. It's gone straight into the middle stump.
Middle stump knocked back, and 34 for 4. And like we said, the Army, they're tightening the screws, and we still have not seen big Jimbo Cornwall.
No, I'm very much looking forward to seeing him come on.
Oh, probably he's playing in this game as a batter. Normally for the St. Lucia and Zooks, he opened the batting there in the CPL. So maybe he's gonna showcase his ways in the batting.
I hope so. Looking forward to it.
Well, like we said, we're gonna be having further matches if the rain would allow us, because of course we're on the cloudy skies here. But they would say this is bright sun in England.
I mean, this is a gorgeous day for me. I'd be tanning like no tomorrow. But yeah, for locals, it might not be quite as nice as some other days.
Yes, well, we've come to the end of the power play. You know, in 2020, the first 6 overs, no more than 2 fielders can be outside of the 30-yard circle. We're going to be having a bowling change here from the Combox end, the southern end. We'll tell you who's that's going to be. Is Kasif Ali. Is the batsman who would have replaced the outgoing batsman. He's yet to face the delivery. And Shan, he's there, 9 from 8. So they need to build a partnership here.
Yeah, I think it's going to be important for them to, stick in, see off a few overs, and then start hitting the ball around. They can't be losing too many more wickets at the moment. Otherwise, you're getting more into the tail, and that's not something they want to be doing.
Exactly. Well, they're on the attack. There's a slip in place, backward point, sweeper cover, extra cover in big Jimbo Cornwall, and a long off. Those are the men in the offside. As Dane goes in now, and this time he's playing and missing, taken keenly again by the wicketkeeper. There goes the lights flashing. He has quick hands.
Yeah, he's absolutely nailing his job at the moment. Not missing a beat at all.
As Dane goes in again, bowls. He's going big, but there's a man getting down there. He's dropped it. It was a shoestring catch. It would have been a good catch. That area is known for lovely catches.
Yeah, looks like he's injured himself in the process, having to make a replacement by the looks of it. I think it's his finger that might just have been caught awkwardly under the ball.
Must have been jammed into the turf.
Yeah, that looks painful.
Yes, he's not on camera at this time, but we're just explaining what's happening. He's going to be replaced by number 7 fielder. In the meantime, the first wicket would have gone by way of caught behind, and we're saying it's rainy, it's cloudy. He went fishing outside the off stump.
Yeah, it probably wasn't the shot he was wanting to play, and obviously never good when he isn't seeing it quite right.
This one is working it off the legs. The bowler feels himself. He went to the short mid-wicket area and picks up. Bang outside the off stump, but again there's coverage in the deep. Sweeper cover comes in, just one, and take the total on to 36 for 4. We're into over number 7, halfway there, plus 1. So 4 deliveries would have gone in this over. Beautifully fielded there. The man on point, tumbling to his left.
Yeah, it's been a tight over from Delaney, fresh from the World Cup playing for Ireland. So he, will be used to playing in these kind of games.
Again outside the off stump, quicker delivery taken there by the wicket keeper, and again he takes the bails off in a flash. You would have noticed that he has really, really quick hands, but he's keeping the umpire at Skrillex busy.
Someone's got to.
Yes, well, at the end of over number 7, it's 37 for 4, and that is indeed the latest score here at the Broward County Stadium.
Nearly halfway through this innings. Just a reminder, 15 overs per innings due to the rain delay this morning, unfortunately. I do believe, however, the matches later today are all 20 each.
Here it is again, a loud appeal for stumping outside the off stump. Anything that goes past the bat and the sticks, the wicketkeeper is taking off those bails. He's asking questions. So I think he's keeping the umpire sharp. They've got to be on the lookout. And this time he's bowled him, he's knocked him over. So we're halfway through in the wickets column, 37 for 5. This time he was trying to work one into the onside. It was dead on middle. And this time the wicketkeeper would not have to be asking the Skrillex umpire, how's that? Because he was bowled neck and crop.
Yeah, that was a lovely ball.
Oh, stumped! My word! Again, quick hands. Is he beating us here?
Sorry about that. We didn't have the best angle, and we've been told it has been stumped by the wicketkeeper again. I can't remember the last time I've seen so many stumps in an innings.
Yes, 3 stumps out of 5. 1 caught behind. and the bowler. So he's been involved in 4 of the 5 wickets. Man, he has got some quick hands, I'm telling you. What's his name? I'm going to get a list. So Samit Patel, that's the wicketkeeper's name, man. I'm telling you, I hope the scouts are looking at this guy. I mean, there's always T20 around the world, and scouts are always out. But he's sharp. I'm telling you, he is sharp. He's been asking questions all morning long, and again, it's a 15-over encounter.
Yeah, we're exactly halfway through at the moment. So the Titans probably need to start hitting the ball around a bit more to up their run rate.
Yes, Kaupe, another West Indian. So he's joined Kashif, Ali. Ali is then 1 from 3. So Hamid Singh, he's really singing, and he's not singing the blues. I don't think he's singing Kumbaya either. Again, they are on the attack with a slip in place. Left arm round. This time he comes forward. As that over comes to an end, it is 38 for 5. And we've gone past over number 7. So we're into over number 8. Done and dusted. Yes, so he's done and dusted. His bowled his allotment of 3 overs, 6 runs, 3 wickets. And I think there's a play of the match. I think that he's in reckoning. So he's the wicket keeper.
Yeah, no, he's definitely put himself forward as someone to be reckoned with in the upcoming tournament, especially if the pitch stays similar to this.
So Titans versus SAMP Army, for those who are just joining us. So SAMP Army would have won the toss and they elected to field first, and doing a good job of it. We've seen one drop catch, but it was a difficult one in the deep. And we have had a report of the injured player, but he
looked like his thumb was...
There's something with the fingers on the thumb for sure.
Hopefully it's nothing too serious.
Let's hope not. Count run rate of 4.7. This time he's pulling out the boom, he's sweeping. But there's coverage in the deep backward square leg. 1, that's all they'll be. So they're going to need some fence. There's a lot of poles. 1, 1, 1.
We haven't seen a boundary in a while now. They're going to have to start pulling out the big shots.
That's right. We've only realised 1 maximum so far.
Yep, just the 1/6 of the game. A couple of 4s. But yeah, something's going to have to change for them to pick up a score that they can defend in the next innings.
Yes, well, you know, they often say runs on the board is runs on the board. This one is turning away from the batsman. This time the wicketkeeper does not take the bails off.
First time in a while.
So Ali, he's on strike. He's got to get the wheels turning. He has sucked up some 7 deliveries for his 1. This time he's pulling, but there's again he's dropped it. Went straight into the hands of the man at deep backward square leg, and he put it down.
Yeah, he'll be disappointed with that. It was coming straight at him.
Yes, he waited and he waited. He didn't have to move. That's the thing about it. I guess it was too easy.
Too much time. Sometimes puts doubts in your head.
Yes, well, he got a single for that. He goes into the 40. He's on 40. This time he's pulling, but there's a man down at deep backward square leg. This is the left-hander. who picks up and sends a good throw, strong throw into the wicket keeper. 41 it is for 5. So Pear goes on to 2 from 4. Kashif given a life in the last delivery that he faced. He's 2 from 8. This time he's covering up and he's playing it to the left of the wicket keeper. One's out from his stance. Does the recovery work? A single. They're going to need much more than singles. As that over comes to an end, the latest score is 42 for the loss of some 5 wickets. A partnership of 5. So on your screen you can see in the background one of the pavilions. Those are rented for parties, picnics, what have you. Barbecues and all the good stuff. So I can hear the accent. You're coming in from England, I would imagine?
Yeah, flew in from London yesterday, so just getting over the jet lag at the moment.
Okay.
Nothing too awful.
Coming in from the cold.
From the cold. I've got a lovely, huge puffer jacket in my bag that I'm imagining won't be getting much use over here.
No. Wouldn't be getting any use at all.
Well, I hope not.
Maybe your raincoat would do.
Yeah, well, hopefully not
this time
as well.
The batsman is covering up here, turning it down to the backward square leg position. The ambles for a single, and again the singles are not going to put a healthy scoreboard on a healthy score on the scoreboard. 43 for 5. We're into over number 10. Remember, it's 15 over encounter, so for the folks who are viewing and listening, they do not have all the time in the world. 5 overs can make a big difference in a 2020 match. Putting out the reverse sweep, getting the top edge, and he's going to run down for 2.
Looks like the rain has made the outfield a little slower than usual. Wasn't going to run away for 4 there.
No, but he didn't get a good hold of it. He was top edge, really. But at least he's showing his ways. He's showing he's a left-hander, and he turned to being a right-hander. But the slip is in place. This time he's driving. And again, he's just going to get 1. So a weird double the previous delivery. But they have to double the double to make it at least 4 and 6s. That's what's needed. So Titans versus SAMP first match. Been reduced to 15 over. This time he's playing this one past Jimbo Cornwall. In the air, but it was away from him. Not a catch by any means. Wide long on comes into play. He picks up. And again another single. Another pole into the ground. Oh, he shoulders arms. So Pear, I mean, I guess he's waiting for the party hour. Maybe as of over number 12, maybe that's when the party will be realized, because he would have shouldered arm there. He should have had a swing at that one. He's punching off the back foot. Got in the first one quickly, but not going to get anything more than a single.
Yeah, Titans yet to get a boundary in the last few overs, hopefully.
Well, a partnership of 11, but they've laboured for that 11. Pear, he is on 6 from 8, and Kashif is 5 from 11. He's got to do more than that. So Dane has bowled some 1 for 7. He's picked up some 2 wickets.
And it looks like we are going to
Not
have
12,
some...
1 wicket. 1 for 7, I beg your pardon.
Looks like we're going to have Cornwall taking the ball from the media end.
Yes, he has replaced the wicket taker. So they're laboring the way to 50. It's on 49. It's been a long grind. We've been in the 40s for quite a bit of time, Sasha. And then you're going to be making your way to get your break and get
Have a nice
Your
cup
voice.
of tea.
Get a cup of tea. Cup of tea.
Have
well,
a cup
course.
of tea and let someone else take over for a time being.
Yes, Vinod will be coming in shortly. So thanks, and I know you'll be back. So I like your voice. I like the accent. So there you go, Sasha. So 50 is on the board. 50 for 5, and like we said, they have labored their way. So Jimbo Cornwall is into the attack. This one is just outside the leg stump. Umpire may have thought it was over the sticks. Indeed, he did not call it a wide, but the batsman was sweeping. Cornwall round the wicket. This time outside the off stump, and he's trying to bang this one into the offside, not timing it at all. There's the extra cover fields. There's no chance of a run. So Cornwall being miserly at this time. Here they are getting a single. They're going to need much more than that, Vinod.
Yeah, well, it's 51 for 5 and in control at the moment. And Monang Patel at the toss did say that they're not sure how this pitch is going to play, but he thinks it may be sticky. And he's quite right. This is a slog sweep that's going to go all the way for 6 runs over Cow Corner. So that's a 6. He's not happy with his bat, but I would have been happy with it. 57 for 5. It's the end of 11. And Rakeem Cornwall blotting his copybook, so to speak, the Ivor, with that last delivery going for 6. He was bowling pretty well before. His first 5 deliveries went for just 3 runs, and Ivor Henry would have been telling you that he's a Leeward Islander just like himself. I don't know if he's going to say that after the last delivery. Carey Pear is in there from Trinidad and Tobago. He's on 8, and Kashif Ali is on 12.
Yes, of course. He looped up that one. He tried something different. He looped it up into the legs of the batter, and Kashif been there for quite a while now. He's batting on 12 from 13, and he pulled out the willow and got a good hold of it. It was a good 6. So you brought luck for them, because the first 6 was when you were here. The last 5 overs when you're in your absence, they didn't struck not even one boundary.
It's all about consolidating while losing wicket, as you would know, Ivor. But let's see what happened now. Pear is back and looking to just make room on the offside. That's a quick single. A good athlete, Carey Pear, from the Trinidad and Tobago Knight Riders fame. And this year, the US All-Stars are packed with a number of TKR players. Ali Khan, the captain. Dinesh Ramdin is there as well.
Oh, Dennis Ramdin, no stranger to the US Open.
Yep. Jason Mohammed. You have even the manager of the TKR, Colin Board, is the manager of the US All-Stars.
Oh, it's a Trinidad team.
Well, I know you're still boasting that your country won the CPL.
Of course.
But I'm always quick to remind you it had 7 Trinidadians on that team.
Well, let's say the St. Kitts Nevis Patriots. Let's give them the kudos. Here's a single, quick one.
Of course, I was very happy for them. A lot of cricket being played in St. Kitts these days. On that note, I want to say good morning to a good friend of mine, Ricky Scarrett.
Yeah, that's president of Cricket West Indies.
And former Minister of External Affairs, I believe.
Yes, well, we would have played cricket together. Back in St. Kitts, he was an opening batsman. Well, he would have played from youth on up. You would have known that.
Did you play against him?
Yes, of course. He used to play for what? I think his renowned cricket club. I played for Police, and we had many battles.
Yes. I'm tempted to ask who triumphed. This is a well tossed up delivery that's taken out of here, and that's 6 runs over mid wicket. A bad delivery on that occasion there by Dean Pete, the former South African. And the score is 64 for 5. Could Carey Pear and Kashif Ali bring Titans back into this contest here, Ivor?
Well, they have no choice. It's only a 15-over encounter, and Kashif Ali he's now serving up 6s. That's what's required. They've consolidated, and now they've gone into over number 12. And they've got to get the wheeler going. He's going again. He's going big. He's going far. He's gone.
Well, he's gone handsome.
Handsome, okay.
And that's 6 more. So it's all happening. We've seen 6, 6, 6. So we've seen 3 6s in the last 7 deliveries. And Rakeem Jimbo Cornwall is going to continue the attack, it seems, from the media center end. Cornwall, as I was saying earlier on, was in Sri Lanka with the West Indies team. He would have flown from Sri Lanka to Miami to take up his role here with the SAMP Army.
Well, we're into the 70s, 70 for 5. And the scoreboard looking a little better now. They're still going at 6.58. That's the count run rate. They need to up that somewhat. I would imagine that Jimbo Cornwall would be opening the batting. He would have done that for St. Lucia Kings.
Well, there was the MAQ Cricket 59 in St. Martin, and Jimbo Cornwall opened the batting for one of the teams there, and there weren't enough balls available.
He's a big man. He can hit it a long way.
Yes, he can give it a good tap. So I'm seeing some movement out there from Milton and Edgar. One hopes they're not looking to bring on the covers. This is a slog sweep down through mid-wicket for 6. 6 more. And Kashif Ali goes on to 24 of 16 deliveries. Rakeem Cornwall is just giving him in his arc. In fact, he's on 30. He's just bowling in his arc, and he's going with him. He just probably needs to pull it back a bit. There goes Milton. He's just enjoying driving around the park. And this time he's out caught behind. The under edge taken. Cornwall didn't even appeal because he was so confident. And Kashif Ali looks at the umpire as if to say, what really happened there?
Yes, again, the wicketkeeper in play again. So he has been in play all day long. 6 wickets, and he has been involved in what, some 5 of them?
Wicketkeeper has been excellent today. So it's 77 for 6. This is the 13th over in progress.
So Cornwall gets into the wicket column. Kashif, a good knock, 30 from 18. He really stayed and he tried to get a feel of the wicket, tried to get his team into a good position. But Cornwall, with his experience, he's an international player, of course, would have had the better of Kashif Ali in the end, having been struck for 6 in that over.
Well, Nevin Stewart, is it going in there now?
Well, he's without a number, he's without a name on his shirt.
Yes, it seems to be Nevin. And if it's Nevin Stewart, this game is far from over. Nevin hits the ball a mile. He has been dominant in domestic cricket here in the United States.
Well,
yes, it is Nevin Stewart. He's the former TNT Red Force batsman. He was the man of the match in the finals of the 2018 US Open and the man of the match in the finals of the 2019 US Open.
Well, I know it's Christmas, but he doesn't have many balls to play with. It's only a 15 over encounter.
And that's Nevin Stewart for you. Very first delivery. It's out of here. And that is the man, Ivor Henry, the man from Tobago, Roxborough to be exact.
You're calling all of the batters are getting a liking to Cornwall's bowling. I don't know if it's his preferred end. I should say welcome to the US Open, Mr. Cornwall. His first time up.
I can't understand the strategy by having Carey Pear go in ahead of Nevin Stewart. He's now there, especially in a 15 over encounter, and you're just giving him a few deliveries. That can't be right. Stewart is back, pulls this down to mid-on. There is no run. So Nevin Stewart is a hurricane batsman. He's a dominant batsman. And you would see that. Here's Cornwall.
Well, I think he's the finisher. That's what it is. Now it's only 15 overs, so they just needed him to bat, say, about 2.5 overs.
Well, in some of the cricket, especially in Washington, he opens the batting. So, in a 15 over encounter, you may think that, okay, fine. You could open the batting with him because of the fact that he can then, because of his hitting prowess, he can dominate the power play.
Well, maybe he's jet lag. We don't know. Maybe something. Maybe he was in the bathroom at the time.
You can't get jet lag from Trinidad and Tobago to here. It's only a 3-hour flight, Ivor. Come on.
But do you know if he's coming from Trinidad and Tobago or he's coming from one of the Asian continents?
I think he came from Washington, to be honest.
Oh, that's even closer.
Yeah.
I'm looking at an excuse for them to put the guy down the order.
I realize that. Then you don't like entertainment.
Well, 13 overs is done and dusted. We have 2 more. 12 legal delivery left. We're going to have some medium pace bowling here. So let's see if they would have held him back just because Navin Stewart is in.
Well, the ground staff seems unaware that they can't be doing any work right there while the bowler is bowling. I think the central BROWARD sign is affecting the batsmen, so they're going to just cover it up a bit to be in line with the side screen.
This one down the leg side, interesting, wasn't called by the umpire. You know why? The batsman shuffled in, and if he would have stayed there, he would have struck him. So he wasn't given that extra down the leg side.
I think what Carey Pear needs to do is to get a single and get Navin Stewart on strike. He needs to do that. He has faced 17 deliveries for his step.
I think he needs to go big, and he would have gone big. That's what he needs to do, not get him on strike. But batters have to go big at this time.
That's a 6, another 6, and a no ball. So a free hit will be coming up.
No ball? Lights.
Mm-hmm.
Yes, indeed, a free hit, and the fielders cannot move from their position. So they waited for the medium pace, but the bowler can change his mode of attack. He's coming. He's changing his angle. He's going to be coming round the wicket. They're going to be looking for 2 here, but it's going to be flirting with danger. Oh, lovely throw.
So Stewart is on strike now. After this over, just 1 more. It's 91 for 6. They may think that it's a bit below par.
So your prediction from here on in, with these 2 batters going gung-ho at this time, 130 is on the cards? Do you think they can get it?
I think that's a bit too far away. I think they may do well to even get up to 120.
Okay, that's another 31.
And they'll have to do well to even get that.
Okay, so we'll watch, we'll wait, and we will see.
This time he held this back, and Stewart being able to pull it down to the backward square. Netravalka is a very experienced bowler.
Yeah, he didn't time that one as well as he would have liked. So again, Pear has got to go. There's nothing about giving Navin Stewart a single to get on strike. He has got to go.
So 4 wickets in hand, 9 balls to go.
17 from 19, he has got to go over the 100. He's going high, he has the height.
Yep, and this is going to go all the way.
Yes.
In fact, a lovely bit of fielding on that occasion. The fielder could not complete the catch. The momentum would have taken him over the boundary. So what he did, a good presence of mind to throw it back onto the outfield, and they get 2.
So the guy is a volleyball player, or is he a defensive basketball player? Took it right out of the rim. He said, not in here, out of here.
So it's going to be Pear again. Pear getting underneath that last delivery. It's getting pretty cloudy, but it's nothing to worry about. And why would you play a shot like that? You're batting in your proper stance. You're getting runs. All of a sudden, you decide to play fancy. You decide to play cheeky.
He could have split the man in the 45 and the backward point. There's no third man on the boundary.
And I'm looking at the angles. That could have even been called a wide.
No, he went across. Had he stayed?
No, had he stayed in his position.
You are absolutely correct.
Oh, that's a good delivery. That's a slower ball bouncer. That's an excellent delivery. And it goes through to the wicketkeeper. At the end of over number 15, the latest score at the Central BROWARD Regional Park, Titans are 94 for 6.
Yeah, Pay's looking to go onside. I don't know what he sees down there when you have a deep mid wicket and a deep backward square leg. So the last two deliveries he tried to go onside rather than to play straight. He could have late cut it, he could have cut because there was acreage in the offside behind the wicket keeper. But 2 dots in the book to end that over. 94 for 6, and you're right. They're not going to get the 36 that is required to get to 130. And they need 26 more. Are they going to get 26 from this over? I do not think so.
So it's going to be Stewart on strike. Netravalka, his 3 overs, going for 25 runs. Cornwall is off the attack.
Well, the penultimate over was a good one. And good bit of feeling to prevent the boundary 6. Other than that, Kerry would have done an injustice to his team, allowing 2 dot balls in the penultimate over. But Stuart, your man is on strike. He should try to get all of the 6 balls.
He's on 7 at the moment. Just the 4 deliveries. Bhaskar Yadram. That's a good delivery right up in the block hole. You could have seen Stuart winding up to get that somewhere over long on. And Yadram, the young Guyanese.
It's not easy at this stage. That's a Yorker that went right. Oftentimes you try to bowl Yorker length and they turn into full tosses, but this time it was good. Only thing he didn't get a wicket or a dot, but a single he won't mind. At no stage was SAMP Army out of this reckoning, even though we had a good little partnership of some 40.
St. Pierre goes with this one. That's 6 runs. Outside the off stump, he had a good sighter. And that was a dolly.
Yeah, that was a ranking long hop there. He took pace off and he's trying to tug everything to the onside. So he finally got one that he wanted to hit into the onside and made good use of it.
So Pierre is now bettering that strike rate. He now goes up over 100. He's 25 of 23 with 4 deliveries to go. The 100 is up. It's 101 for the loss of 6.
There's no stopping now. He has got to go.
Sammy drives nicely down the ground. So with 3 deliveries to go, what's your prediction?
I say 36 is 18, you'll get your 120. But I don't think they're going to get that. My prediction, they're going to get 113.
So we see what Stewart can produce now. He's a big hitter of the cricket ball. Titan, first up.
Well, they're putting a man in the cow corner. They're taking him out from the short mid-on, and they're putting up the 3rd man, bringing him into the circle.
Stewart playing the helicopter shot there.
But
straight down to long off.
Well, I think Stewart is satisfying his captain to say, you see why I didn't put him to open? I wanted him to be the finisher. So maybe he's the starter and not the finisher. I think even my 13 more runs is going to be, I think I'll pass. Okay. This time he's trying to do something cheekily again. I think it's going to be a wide. No, the umpire is not interested. It was down the leg side.
David Gow was the unfortunate captain. Again, Pear getting that delivery to bounce. Well set offside field. Excellent over there from Kari Pear. So they will always think with just 15 overs, there is a chance at still fighting and being in the game.
Yeah, definitely. I think, this pitch is offering up lots for the bowlers. It may not have been the highest total that they wanted to put on the board in their innings. However, this pitch is offering a lot for the bowlers, so a couple of early wickets could totally change this game and make it a really exciting one. Oh, and that's a lovely shot for 4. As we've said before, he isn't going for the quick singles. He's just putting his whole body behind it and sending that ball flying over the boundary.
So that's one more down to a wideish lawn.
That was an awkward shot that fell between both fielders in the inner circle. He was lucky to get away with that one and managed to get a single from it as well.
So it's now 11 without loss. Elmo Hutchinson, very experienced fast bowler is Elmo Hutchinson. Plays with the US national team, has been playing with them for quite a while. And he's bowling to Cornwall. Drives through the offside, down to the boundary for 4. That's a man move.
That's his third 4 so far. Scoring at a pretty good rate at the moment. Important for the Titans to try and get some wickets here. Try and keep that pressure on the scoreboard.
Cornwall not really getting hold of this one. Fair start.
Good start, I would say, for SAMP Army. After...
Do you know what's the meaning of SAMP?
I don't think I do, actually. Do you?
Yep. It means unity. I had the fortune of interviewing Ritesh Patel about 2 years ago, and he said SAMP means unity. So it's a united army.
Ah, that makes sense.
Slow delivery. Smith Patel. So it's the end of a better over from Elmo Hutchinson. And at the end of over number 3, the score is SAMP Army 17 without loss. Remember, they're chasing 107. And for my limited knowledge of mathematics, it tells me that they require 90 from the last 12 overs. He's bowled him all over the place. A shorter delivery there by Carey Pate. Rushed on. Cornwall was on the back foot looking to pull it away. Took it on the edge. And he saw the lights. The first wicket has fallen. SAMP Army 18 for 1.
Yeah, Carey's having a good game so far, both with the bat and the ball. Definite contender for man of the match.
Yep, that one was short, but it came on quicker than he anticipated. It skidded on. He was on the back foot looking to hit it somewhere in the vicinity of Joy's Roti Shop. And it just took the under edge and crashed onto the stumps. So Cornwall goes for 15 of 9. Smith Patel, who is in there, has struggled. 3 of 10. And Big Corny is not a happy man. Hit 18 for 1. Garrett Delany is the new batsman. He's going to take strike from the media center end, and Carey Pate is bowling from the northern end. There's a very stiff breeze, Sasha, you would notice, coming from the east. And this is going to help Carey to get the ball to drift. And on pitching the ball, then turn in the opposite direction. So it produces that extra element.
Yeah, definitely hard for the incoming batsmen who need to get their eye in.
So Pate has really done well. 1 for 1, and he's in his second over. So Delaney and Patel will be looking to push forward now. They have to get a partnership going, and they have to keep the scoreboard ticking. You don't want to dig yourself in a hole where the required rate becomes too much. Again, right on spot is Carey Pate.
Looks like we're in luck with the blue skies coming in from the east as well. Hopefully it will stay dry for the rest of the day. So it's the end of a good over there from Carey Pate. He's bowled 2 overs, has conceded just 1 run, and has taken a wicket. It's not a bad start.
Definitely not. Reminds me a lot of my bowling.
You wouldn't concede any runs, would you?
Definitely not, because I would not be bowling.
Quite happy sitting here in the air-conditioned box.
Well, our box is not totally air conditioned this morning, yeah, Sasha.
Need to keep the door open.
Yeah, sure you're missing London weather.
Not entirely.
So it's going to be Riyad Emirates to continue the attack. He's going to bowl from the media center end. Emirates was one of those players who braved the conditions to be here last year to play in the US Open. He has been one of those players over the years who has contributed a lot to the US Open in terms of coming up and making himself available. He's a former West Indies medium pacer. And last year, it required these guys going back to Trinidad after the tournament and quarantining for 14 days.
That's a long stretch in quarantine.
Yep. Well, that's a good delivery, but it's forced away for 4 by Delaney. It made height, it rushed onto him, but Delaney had the presence of mind and, of course, knowing exactly where the fielders were, he was able to get underneath that one and just lift it over backward point down to the boundary for 4. So this is the 5th over. Even contest so far. Here's Emirates. It's right away. That's 4. That's an excellent shot. Delaney is showing that he knows exactly where the fielders are, and he is looking to pounce on anything just off length or offline, and Emirates is feeling the heat.
Yeah, he found the gap perfectly there. It was a lovely shot. And he is now 9 off 3 balls.
Well, with Cornwall leaving the arena, Delaney has taken over. Better delivery on that occasion there by Emirates. I want to thank all of you on MAQ TV for joining us on this coverage. This time this is driven away down to cover, no run. Delaney just looking to make room. The offside is looking very inviting. There's a ring of fielders on the offside, but once you get it past that ring, you are going to get a boundary. There's a mid-off, a squarish cover, a backward point in position. There's a wide-ish short third man. Here's Emirates. So Delaney has come in and he has added that impetus to the innings. The score has now gone. The score rolls on further.
Yeah, it was important to start building a partnership between these two batsmen. That's the way they'll push through to the end, and hopefully, for them get the total desired.
So Emirates has conceded 10 in the over. Patel really struggling, gets a single, mistimes the ball. Is that the end of the over? It's the end of the over. 11 coming from Riyad Emirates' first over. At the end of 5, the SAMP Army are 30 for 1. And I'm going to leave you, Sasha, in the very capable hands of Ivor Henry.
at the end of the 5th over, that's also the end of the power play. So more of the fielders can be pushed back to stop any more boundaries. So we will see what positions they take for the next over.
With Sasha again, and my pleasure. End of power play.
End of power play. How was your lunch?
I just say halfway, because
Yeah.
my lunch, when it comes to cricket, is a good game of is a rather simple one.
Yeah, no, Delaney's batting well. He's been playing in the T10 tournament recently, so he's probably had a bit more practice than others may have done.
Yes. Well, Navin Strode comes in now, and this time he's stroking it back to him. Can't score. So last man to fall was Raheem Corwin. He went for 15. This is the first of 3 matches slated for today. That's if we will be able to get them in. Rain is slated to come a little later this afternoon. As a matter of fact, I just stepped outside and it was drizzling.
Oh, that's not good news.
No, just a slight drizzle. They're going to take on the arm of the fielder. The throw comes into the bowler's end, and
well run.
Well run. In the end, yes. Would have lost his bat along the way, but he was in by a country mile.
I was about to say the same thing.
Okay. So this over 1-4.2. So 7 runs from this. They're going at a good clip. 69 to win from 56 balls. That's a fair enough, an easy enough equation in a 15 over contest. Sam is banging this one square in the offside. Cover sweeper comes in. 1 more to the total.
Yeah, this partnership's looking strong at the moment.
Yes, and they're going in confidence.
Yeah.
And Sampami, they are regular here in this tournament. I remember when we used to have all 32 teams playing, using up all the fields around South Florida. But now all the matches are being played in this stadium. And this stadium, of course, is situated in the city of Lauderhill. Many times people often would say Fort Lauderdale. Playing this one nicely off the legs. Man from the cow corner comes in and sends the throw back to the wicketkeeper. Just 1 more to the total. 38 for 1. By the reckoning here, 68 from 54. It's easy peasy, a walk in the park.
You'd like to think so if they don't lose too many more wickets. Will be important for Titans to try and tighten their bowling and make sure that they don't get too many more boundaries in quick succession, giving them more confidence to smack it around a bit. But yeah, you'd like to think at the moment they're looking all right.
Yes, well, ringing in the changes in the bowling, Emmett would have been taken off. He would have bowled the 1 over, and Stewart would have gone for 8 from his over. The required run rate is 7.8. So if they go at 8 and over, they'll get there in the 15th over. But I think they'll want to up the ante, because in these sort of tournaments, net run rate always comes into play.
Hugely important. Yeah, you're right. The batsmen have been struggling a little bit with some of the spinners, so we'll see how Cassie Fally goes here and has a dot on his first ball.
Yes, so starts well. He's right on cue. Nicely flighted. Seemed to be bowling off spinners. Batsman was lunging forward. Not in a spot of bother. It's often the best way to have a look before you go gung-ho. Even though the total might be small, have a look.
It's sometimes the small totals that stump you.
That is true. He's working this one in the leg side for a single. Proper cricketing stroke again. Doesn't seem to be bothered about getting a boundary anytime soon, but he's very watchful. Like you would have said, they would have realized that their spinners would have wreaked havoc when they bowled at the Titans. And maybe that's why they would have sent them in, to see what the pitch is doing.
Definitely.
And Smith is following in the footstep of Delaney, stroking the first ball for a dot. So both batters are being very, very watchful. Oh, he's swinging this one. He's going big. Over deep backward square leg for a maximum.
It's a lovely shot. That's gone quite far.
Yeah, he just whipped it off the pads. A proper cricketing shot again. It was not a bad delivery. It was flighted roundabout leg stump, and he just whipped it and had the height, had the distance. He was not in a spot of bother. At no time that ball left the bat. It was always going to be 6. 45 it is for 1. A partnership of some 27, so they're going about their business quite nicely after the fall of Jimbo Cornwall. He would have left for 15.
Exactly what Sam Palmy would have wanted from these two batsmen.
Oh, he's tugging this one again, but there's a man down there, one bounce to this deep backward square leg.
Nice stop in the end, one-handed. Looked like he slightly overran it, but managed to stop the ball in the end from going for a 4.
Yes. Maybe he didn't pick it up first because the ball in his direction that was struck for 6 was hit in his direction. He must have been looking up.
Exactly.
Last moment he realized it was flat batted shot. Oh, he's playing a nice shot here to the short third man. He's gonna be in a spot of bother, and he's been run out. He was caught ball watching. He played a shot off the back foot. Yes, he was in the back foot stance. He needed to get out of his stance to run the single. The non-striker did not account for that.
Yeah,
I think that was the delay. He was on the back foot.
He didn't quite get the call quick enough, and just couldn't quite get in his crease before the ball. Commentators curse, saying their partnership's going well.
Yes. And again, he knew there was no need for any quick singles too. So I guess they did not plan for that. They didn't plan, we're going to run some quick singles. We're in a spot of bother. So it took him by surprise.
Yeah. No, he'll be disappointed with that. He was just sort of getting into his groove just before getting run out, unfortunately. But in we have Monak Patel.
Yes, that's the new batter. But Delaney, he's still there. He's worked his way on to 18 from 14. So he now has got to take it over and be mindful of that net run rate. I'm sure the coaches and captains and everyone should be mindful of that. They've been here before. 46 for 2 over number 7. Almost halfway there. A few deliveries and we'll count it officially as being halfway there.
Exactly.
Okay.
It's always a shame when it's halfway through an over and it's halfway. For a perfectionist like me, that's really annoying.
And you might wonder why it's halfway there. Folks, for you new listeners, it's a 15 over encounter. We had a late start this morning because there were rain, and of course there was the presentation being held indoors, of course, because of the rains on the outside. But we're thankful for cricket, some sort of sunshine. We have some dark grey clouds hovering about. Let's hope that they stay away. Sapir to continue with a ball 1 over. I've got the wicket of Jimbo Cornwall.
Yeah, he's had a good start to his tournament, 1 for 1 after 2.1 overs, and this is his last over of the match. Another dot ball, so stays 1 for 1.
Yes, and he batted and scored some runs there for his team, Titans.
Yeah, I'm sure he's pleased with how he started, and I'm sure he means to continue the same way.
Yes. He's bowling well this time. The batsman covers up. Again, not in any hurry. They required run with his 8 and over, but like you said, the small scores can build up. A few wickets, you never know. The tide can turn. This time he's not timing. Extra cover comes in play. He was on the back foot trying to punch it to the wide long off, but hits it on the edge.
Getting his eye in.
Yes. This time he gets off the mark as he's tugged this one in the onside along the ground. He was in no danger of getting out, so he's off the mark after 5 deliveries. This leaves Gawat Delaney with just the one delivery in this Kerry pair third over. He has given up just some 2 runs. And he stays that way because a dot goes into the scorer's book.
Yeah, he'll be really pleased with his spell today.
Yes, 3 overs, 1 for 2. You would think that he's bowling with a marble or what? Maybe an iron ball?
Yeah, something like that, I would say.
Something like that. Yes, he's been hard to put away. And that's good figures in any reckoning. If you can bowl 3 overs, we're talking here 18 deliveries. And you have given up only 2 runs. Not a boundary. That's evident.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah, lack of boundaries in this game so far shows that it's slightly tough for the batsmen out there. The rain probably hasn't helped that much this morning.
So it simply means if he did not bowl a maiden, he would have just given up 1 run per over. I mean, we don't have the scorecard in front of us, but I don't remember hearing a maiden. So that is good. Playing from off to leg, they're running the first one quickly. It's not going to be 2. He's not on the cards unless it would aided by the fielder. You're playing on a 60-65 yard boundary. You're not going to be able to get 2s easily. You've got to play it on the infield with soft hands and try to beat the fielders coming in from the boundary. Delaney comes back on strike. Outside the off stump.
That's a good
playing
ball.
a miss.
Slightly fuller than his other deliveries. Delaney mistimes his shot and misses the ball.
So 58 from 40. That's what we're looking at. Again, net run rate. But we still have to give Titan some credit. They're making him work. This time he's on the back foot. He's swiveling, going for 1. Would he get there? Yes, it goes across the boundary board now for 4. The fielder from the deep backward square leg was running with all his might to prevent that boundary to no avail.
Couldn't quite get there, could he? Yeah, Delaney's really timing the ball nicely and placing it in between the fielders on the boundary. He's done that before, and he's just done them again.
Yes, he picked his spot. He split there. The deep backward square leg. Is that a fielder down at the deep fine leg boundary? Or he's just someone walking outside? Yes. Is he?
I think he might be walking around the boundary.
No, I think he's outside the boundary. I would think so. So that was a lovely shot there for 4 by Delaney. This time he's on the offside, so he's scoring on both sides of the wicket. This time he's flicking nicely.
Oh, he's timed that.
Time it with perfection again, and he goes for 6.
Haven't seen one of those in a while. It's both hands up for the umpire, and Delaney goes on to 32 from just 19.
And I'm saying this is a good over for him. It's he's gone some 15 runs already out of this over, so he's making up for that run out.
Yeah, I'm sure his team will be glad that he's staying in if he's run someone else out.
This time he's stroking it back along the turf on the inside. They're thinking 2. Yes, no, yes, no. In the end, the correct decision was made to settle for 1. So 16 from that over.
It's big over.
Very unlike Pear.
Yeah.
Kerry Pear would have gone for a single in each of his 3 overs, and to give up some 15 in 1 over, quite a contrast.
Yeah, SAMP Army are now 63 for 2 off 9 overs, 6 more to go. can they get the total of 106?
Yep. So, well, correction, 16 from the over because they got a single off the last delivery. Well, we have 43 to win. 36 balls in which to do so. Give me an honest prediction. An honest.
You'd like to think from here that SAMP Army...
Oh, you're thinking. I need an honest... I'm
just thinking out loud.
I'm trying to get you off the fence.
Well, their current run rate of 7 and required 7.2, you'd think, and again, thinking that SAMP Army can do this, and especially with Delaney seeing the ball pretty well at the moment. As long as he doesn't get out, you'd like to think that he'd take them over the line. But like you say, you never quite know. A wicket here.
Oh, this time he's going in the air, and there's a man down there, but just to look at it go over the fence and gone for an inside-out 6. So they're scoring in boundaries here. And Sasha, you
I thought I just got him out there.
Yeah, you thought he was in business because he stood there. Those are the ones that Pollard and Russell and those guys always try to take down there on the boundary.
Exactly.
The tall
you
guys.
put the tall blokes down there.
But the batter, he was not in any bother. He stood there, got and decided, listen, I know that this has gone over the ropes. Oh, he's gone big again. This one, there's a man down there.
And he's taken it by the looks of it. Very close.
But, let's see, did he?
He was very close to the boundary edge. But
it was very close, but he stayed in. That's a magnificent catch.
So the commentator's class has hit again. Not the first ball, but the second ball. Delaney goes for 39 off just 21.
Yes, good partnership too for 23. But he was in the right mood. He was doing the right thing for his team. Net run rate.
Definitely. No, he's batted really well. He should be pleased with that innings.
Yes. Yes, round of applause from his teammates there. Let's see if he's going to hit his bat and break it. No, he's walking past everyone.
No dramatics.
No dramatics. Sometimes you're so disgusted with yourself, you come in, you punch yourself. Yeah, this player who punched his bat and messed up his
breaks a wall.
Yeah, something like that, you know. I'm disgusted with myself. Why did I get out there? Well, Christopher Barnwell, he comes to the party, and he comes with a required weight of 6.7. So all the hard work has been done and dusted. You see so many green, but I guess somewhere on the outside, that's what it is. Well, 69 for free and trying to get to 106 for victory. We have two relatively new batsmen at the crease now, so this is time for the Titans to make some inroads to get amongst the wickets. They need wickets.
Yeah, they need to keep applying the pressure here.
Yes. Because Pear has been done. He has bowled remarkably well. Just 3 runs coming from his 3 over spell. They're going to need another one of that, maybe 1.5 of a KOP spell for them to be back in business. But right now it's easy peasy.
Yeah, Barnwell gets off the mark pretty easily there.
Yeah, sweeping this one around the corner. Takes the total into the 70s. This time he's playing this one off the pads. There's an appeal from the wicketkeeper. Let's see if he gets some willow on it. Yes, he did get some bat on it. So the wicketkeeper would have appealed more in hope than anything else.
It's worth a shot sometimes.
Yes, of course. You never know. You can catch the umpire napping. They're human. This time he's pulling, and he's pulling well. This one goes over in the cow corner area, gone to the Sagros Mills for shopping. And up goes the arms of the umpire for another US maximum.
That's gone over the boundary and then over the... What's the word? Over the
deep mid-wicket area, in the cow corner area. Between mid-wicket and long on. So Barnwell, like we said, he has joined the party. So he doesn't come to serve. He's come to really gobble up whatever is on offer. And that was a nice juicy one. This time he's a big shout and given. tried to work this one into the onside. He walked across his wicket, and the umpire had no hesitation in giving him out there.
And that's 2 wickets in this over. Good over for
Yes.
Ali here.
They need a wicket, so he got a wicket off the second delivery and a wicket off the last delivery. So they're in business. So, but like it said, they may be cursing themselves not getting much more than 105. Because the equation 29 runs to get from 30 deliveries. So Christopher Barnwell, he comes back a dejected man. He pretty much wished that there was a review because he did not walk speedily. And this time, there goes the bat.
Yeah, I think he probably would have tried to review that if he could by the looks of it. But,
Yes, by the looks of it.
I'm afraid if the umpire's finger goes out, no questions need to be asked. You just need to leave.
Yeah, we do not have the review system here. So when the doctors say you've died, you're dead,
You got to go.
you've got to go.
Off you go.
Funeral time.
And Corey Anderson, the Kiwi, comes in now.
So Pierre was on screen there. He went out to give some instructions there to the new bowler. Who is he? He's going to be Kashif Ali. He's going to be finishing up. He's got all 2s on the board.
Oh, yeah.
He's got 2 wickets for 22 runs from his 2 overs.
It's nice and consistent.
Yes, let's see. He can keep it that way. Go to bowl and a maiden.
That's true. That's true.
On the back foot punting eludes the bowler there, so he gets off one of the 2s.
Oh, our mistake. It's Raymond.
Oh, Raymond Bino. Oh, the scoreboard. So he stays on 2 for 22 from 2.
See if he gets another over.
Yes. So Bino in his first over. Oh, that's why Pierre went up to him to give him some instructions. To said you're coming in at a time when they need just around 6 runs and over. You've got to keep it tight. Remember, I bowled for just some 3 runs from my 3 overs.
Looks like the
this time he's pulling out the boom. He's trying to sweep one from outside the off stump. Naughty. There's some acreage in the onside. I think that's what he's looking at.
Looks like a bit of rain coming down now, unfortunately.
Yes, the drizzle. Yeah, the players.
Hopefully
are still
we
in the
can,
middle, but the folks beneath us here.
Looks like people are coming under some cover. So hopefully we can.
This time he's sweeping again and missing. We've seen some good wicket keeping in this match so far. The rain is getting heavier and heavier. I think the umpires are considering. They may have just said, I just want to get through this over. But the ground staff, they're not anywhere close to cover, so they may have think it's just a passing shower, just a drizzle.
There are lots of blue skies coming our way, so hopefully it is just a temporary drizzle. Give some of the players a little bit of relief from the hot humidity.
Yes, well, in the meantime, it's 78 for 4. The last wicket of Christopher Barnwell, he went for 7. So there's a bit of breeze, so I guess it's not a heavy downpour. This time he's pulling. There's a mid-wicket in play. He comes in and they can only get a single. 79 it is for 4. Let's see the move that the umpires make right after this delivery. If they're just waiting to see if this is over. But there's no one by the covers. So they're playing in drizzle here. Sampami winning the toss early in the day. Inserted Titans. And Titans is trying to stay in this game. But they're going to need wickets. This time the batsman punches off the back foot. Into the 80s now. It's an 80 for 4. 11 overs done and dusted.
Conversations in the middle at the moment, maybe about the rain. Bowlers might not be too happy.
Yeah, but I haven't seen anyone bring out any towels yet to dry the ball or anything.
No, I think it looks like we're playing on, which is good news because it looks like it might be.
No, there goes the towel now. Yes, just been handed there to the bowler.
Yeah, It's definitely looking brighter.
Yes, indeed.
4 overs to go, 80 for 4, 106 the total that they need to achieve.
A partnership of 3, it's in its infancy. Just 3 ones coming from the last over, by the way. In the Caribbean, you know what we call this, Wayne? No offense, really, when you hear the answer, if you don't know it.
I don't know if I do know it.
They call it woman rain.
Woman rain, what's that?
Because it's nagging. It's nagging.
No offence taken, don't you worry.
Okay, there you go. We say we need a shower. You know, showers of blessing when the rain comes down. But when it comes like drape, and just like you're nagging and nagging. Yep.
I get that.
There you go. I like your sense of humor.
It's the annoying rain, isn't it?
Yes.
The non-existent rain that is rain.
Yes, indeed. 80 for 4. You're not missing any cricket by any stretch of the imagination. So, all 2s on the board. So, let us see if our prediction will stay. No, it will not stay because they're getting a single off the first one. That was struck nicely into the extra cover region, and they were off for a single. Unlike the one out which we would have seen, the batter was on the back foot. He was not able to get out of his stance. The non-striker did not take that into consideration, that he had to get off the back foot to come forward. And he was caught well short of his ground. He was more disgusted with his partner.
Yeah, it definitely looked like that.
Yes, it's a good thing he was away from him. He didn't have to walk past him.
It's always the other batsman's fault, isn't it, on a run out? Never yours.
But like I said, on his way back to the pavilion, the non-striker would have been at the northern end.
Yeah.
So he didn't have to walk past him. I think that was a good thing.
Probably a good thing.
Probably.
Might be a word or two afterwards.
Yes, I think, yeah, he'd have given him some choice words. I think, I'm batting so beautifully, and my word, you called for that single, and I didn't leave you stranded. That's the Sandy batsman is swiveling down to the wide long on. There's a 2, away 2 coming in.
Oh, well run.
Well run, definitely, well run. The fielder had to move to his left, had to transfer the ball from his left to his right hand. And that gave them enough time to get back. So
Yeah.
good thinking.
That was a good call that time.
Very good. So Anderson just gone to the wicket, really. He's 3 from 5. He's punching on the back foot and getting a single here. Easy peasy. 23 from 22 there. Now 22 from 21. So easy peasy. He's an experienced campaigner. Corey Anderson. International fame.
Yeah, it's definitely not his first rodeo.
Definitely not. No, we just talk about blue skies, and now here comes the drizzle again.
Yeah, it's definitely got a bit darker in those skies.
Yes. This time he's punching on the back foot, and he was calling for the guy down at the deep backward point. But in the end, he got a wheels on saying, oh no, mine. I would believe that the sweeper cover would have said yours. Because he put up his hand for him, and then he said, no, yours. Anyway, just a
Very
single.
considerate.
Very considerate. But you see, cricket is a team sport. You know, you help me, I help you. That sort of thing.
You do the running, I'll just watch you.
You put in the hard yards. Yeah,
A lot of games to play over the next week or so, don't want to overdo it too soon.
There you go. So again, Sampami, they're marching on. Left, right, they're marching on. 85 for 4, trying to get to 106. We're into over number 12. Required run rate still below 7. Here it is again, easy peasy, just a single. So I think the first thing is to get the victory. I think that's first and foremost in their mind. And second, I think the net run rate. But it was a pleasure seeing Jimbo Cornwall. He got carted out of the park in his bowling.
Yes.
His bowling was below par today.
Yeah.
Yes.
But I would say he's in the team probably mostly for his batting.
Yes.
And anything he can do with his bowling is just extra.
This time down the leg side. He's tickling this one beautifully. He's going to run all the way to the boundary for 4. Signal comes in now from the umpire. 4 runs.
Ali looks annoyed at himself there. Last ball of his spell, and he's ended with figures 2 for 32 off his 3 overs. So we weren't far off, nearly.
No. You'd wish he was all threes.
Yeah.
3 overs, 32 runs, 3 wickets.
I'm sure he wouldn't have been too upset with the 3 wickets.
No, not at all. I think they're thinking about coming off. Is that what we're seeing here at this time? Because it's getting a little heavier here, to be honest with you.
There's 3 overs left
but
to play, but
we haven't seen the covers coming on, though. That's the
ground staff don't seem to be
Yeah,
moving at
there's-
a rate of.
while the players are coming off, the pitch is getting wet. Now the umpires are calling
Umpires are
for the
signalling.
covers. But there is no ground staff. It's just the curator you can see on the trolley over there while the umpire is calling. I guess you're going to ask some of the cricketers to do that, which I think they're going to have a problem doing that. I can tell you that. You see, that's the thing about this competition. You know, they put everything in place. They ought to have a ground staff in place, especially for things like this. It always rains in the US Open. Always. Folks are not missing any cricket because the umpire has aborted play, and the covers need to be placed over the wicket, over the pitch, the whole playing area, but there's no one standing by. And if this wicket gets wet, I'm telling you, they're going to be in a whole lot of spot of bother because it's a tough wicket.
Yeah, that won't go down well with the players if it gets too wet with this delay.
Well, folks, we're going to be shutting it down here until a resumption. 90 for 4. They were trying to get to 106. We already have a game on hand after the first 5 overs. It's a 6 over. It's a 15 over competition. So by no means they might have to go to the Duckworth Lewis because there's another game slated to be had. So that indeed is the latest here from the Broward County Stadium. 90 for 4 after 12 overs.
Well, just to give you an update for our first game, congratulations to the SAMP Army as they've won on the Duckworth-Lewis system, which is used to calculate targets and results in rain-affected matches. So they were chasing 106 to win, and when the rain came, a slight drizzle, they were 90 for 4, so congratulations to them. Stay tuned. We'll be back shortly with game number 2.
Dr. Malik is the CEO and Director of Anesthesia and Pain Care Services. He is also the Adjunct Clinical Professor at Pikeville Osteopathic Medical College in Pikeville, Kentucky. Anesthesia and Pain Care Services is a comprehensive interventional pain center providing care for patients in Richmond, Kentucky. At the center, the goal of Dr. Malik and his professional team is to provide both short-term and long-term countermeasures to improve patient quality of life. Their motto is, "Why live in pain when it can be treated?" Dr. Malik recognizes the importance of an integrated approach to pain management, one that is tailored to individual needs. He and his team strive to enhance patients' quality of life by reducing acute or chronic pain, thereby increasing patients' ability to enjoy daily activities once again. In 1988, Dr. Malik received his medical degree from the Allama Iqbal Medical College in Lahore, Pakistan. Thereafter, he went on to complete his anesthesiology training in the United Kingdom, Ireland, and the University of Kentucky Medical Center in Lexington, Kentucky. He also completed his fellowship training in pain management at the University of Cincinnati in Cincinnati, Ohio. Dr. Malik is board certified in anesthesiology and has a subspecialty certification in pain management from the American Board of Anesthesiology. Dr. Malik holds professional memberships with several organizations, including the American Board of Medical Specialties, the American Society of Interventional Pain Physicians, and the American Society of Anesthesiologists. Throughout his life, Dr. Malik has been involved in professional sports and athletics, winning numerous athletic awards and scholarships. This has given him first-hand knowledge of sports injuries and an uncommon insight into diagnosing and alleviating sports-related pain.
The Fantasy Sports League is the easiest and most fun way to earn money to your favorite sport, cricket. US Open Fantasy is giving you an amazing chance to get rich and win up to thousands of dollar prize money every day. Just download the US Open Fantasy app. Choose the match, choose the wicket keepers, batsmen, all-rounders and bowlers. Yes, you can create your own team with your favorite captain and vice-captain too. And your team is ready now. Just select a contest to participate and stay tuned to live scores. To download the app, visit website www.usopenfantasy.com.
Here's the DJ Bravo. How you do the slow ball? Like you do that, I want to know all the kids and then junior players can learn from your experience.
Slower ball, I keep my grip the same way. So 2 fingers on the seam of the ball. On point of delivery, my wrist, this is what turns. So I turn my wrist like this, and I flick out the ball with my thumb and my fingers out. So that's the slower ball.
So you're releasing the ball on by finger
From in front.
and they go like this.
Yeah.
And then slow ball. That's why you got it.
Like that.
There you go. Here's the slow ball. So get it.
Learn. Slower ball, delivery, twist.
Twist.
Twist with the wrist.
As the DJ Brown.
The MCL is Major Cricket League is not just for the Pakistan, Major Cricket League for all over the world, number one. So all foreign investor, they can invest the money, foreign investor. Let's assume we're doing in Pakistan now, MCL. So Pakistani, Indian, Caribbeans and all, they like to invest the money on where the good cause is, which is we providing opportunity to every country, not just for our country, USA, we bring in every country. So once they're playing, this is international player hunting programs, Major Cricket League. So we investing the money for the talents who's been hide or hidden by some reason. So they're coming up and show them exposure and show them talents, what they have. So there will be opportunity for the all investors have to fair chance to the players to see that country not taking care of them. We will hear for international scales investor, give them opportunity for the charity way, you can look at it, and sponsor way. So we doing the program start in Pakistan, then a program is built, all international investor can be invest the money in there, and that money will be good cause for the players, give them opportunity, player hunting. So same thing next even we starting, we will invest money on Hafizabad, a lot of them Pakistani foreigners and Americans and also many other nation, they invest the money who love the cricket and who like to see more international top players come out. So they have wonderful cricket they've been watching year around. Same opportunity we offer them Caribbean MCL, going to be launched in MCL. So all international investor can invest the money in Caribbean, India, and the next step, India also MCL, and UK and MCLs, and Canada definitely will be MCL. We're going to play Major Cricket League because they have a lot of talents there and have not got opportunity. So that's the program is worldwide programs for MCL Major Cricket League.
Hi, this is Rehma Sleem, host of US Open Cricket. Please watch me live on MAQ TV from December 6 to December 13.
Let's stay with cricket news, and young female administrator Samantha Qureshi in the United States was recently rewarded for her excellent work in developing cricket in that part of the world. The young Qureshi, a champion show jumper, was able to walk away with a recognition award from the Hall of Fame. Now, she's a chief accountant at Cricket Council USA, and her work was really recognized. Let's hear what she has to say.
I actually was surprised by getting this today. No one told me. So it was a pleasant surprise. Thank you, everyone who recognized me tonight. I do a lot of work with Cricket Council. I'm the CFO. I have my hand in a lot of different aspects of tournaments that we do and other aspects, like we do fundraising and we have our youth programs, and I do a lot with all of that as far as organization and other things. So it's just really nice to be recognized tonight, and I appreciate it. Thank you guys.
Well, thanks a lot. We want to continue to encourage Samantha in doing her work. From the West Indies, we want to wish her all the best as well.
Hi, I'm Sasha Crace, and I'm going to be working on the MAQ TV media crew for the upcoming US T20 Cricket Open.
Tell me when you're ready for our audio. Hello? 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 Yeah, ready? We good? All right, okay. All right, good. Where Miller went? There's a guy just passed here. I went outside. I don't know if he went in the washroom. I want to introduce you to him. He's the manager of the Jamaica Calabar. No. Jeff Miller.
Jeff Miller. Oh, he's here.
Just passed in front of you. I went to look for him to bring him for you, but I'm not seeing him. He probably went in the washroom. When he comes back out, I'll introduce you.
Okay.
Let's keep it down, right? That's it.
And you play for the Yankee Royals?
Yeah.
Okay. When's your first game? Tomorrow? Perfect. Such a shame about this weather.
Like every time I come in the morning when I wake up, rain.
Really? I suppose it's just finished hurricane season, hasn't it? So I guess the rain's... So I'm here with Mohammed Chowdhury from the Yankee Royals, and it would be great to know how you're feeling ahead of this year's tournament.
I'm feeling great. This year, first time I'm joining with Yankee Royals, and I'm really looking forward to our first game tomorrow morning. The weather is not great, but hopefully we're gonna play some good game tomorrow.
Yeah, everyone says I keep bringing the rain from London, but hopefully it's meant to clear over the next few days. How are you feeling about your new team?
I'm feeling great. The guys are brilliant. They come from like Caribbean and other parts of the world, so it's really like fun and good. It's gonna be a good experience for me to play with all the new guys and experienced team as well.
Awesome, and you're coming from England, which obviously I'm from as well. And so, how are you going to bring the English conditions and how you've played over there into this competition?
So I've been playing in this country for like 4 years. I'm coming here and there, so I'm quite used to now. And because England condition is mostly dry, and here is like most of the day we can see some rain and stuff. But hopefully for the next few days we can see some lovely weather. So it's gonna be a good game, I guess. Yeah.
Perfect. Well, good luck for the tournament, and hopefully we'll speak to you at some other point.
All right. Thank you so much.